38-0. That's the final score. How about the final stats as the Bears roll over the Bills here in Chicago? One-sided, man. The score looks ugly. How about that? 528-180. The total yards difference. Welcome back in to wrap things up here in Chicago. What are your main takeaways from this one?
Well, I think the main takeaways are, as we said multiple times through the broadcast, everything they wanted to get accomplished tonight being the Chicago Bears, especially offensively. First time ever for Caleb Williams to get Ben Johnson's voice in his headset, call the plays, operate the system they have been working so hard to implement since all the way back in the spring. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
First two drives, especially that opener, as clinic as it gets. But as the game unfolded, the efficiency for all three quarterbacks of the Bears was what I think stood out the most. And again, that's a credit to what we should expect. I mean, they're not going to beat everyone by 38. Let's be real here. But I'll tell you what, there is a lot of positive signs to take away if you're a Bears fan, and a lot of hope that they haven't had around here in a couple years.
Bills don't want to talk about tonight. Let's talk about the real season with the Bills. We showed you the Bears schedule. Here's what the Bills have coming out of the gate. And we mentioned they're going to open up with the Ravens. And from there, the first 6 games look like this.
Yeah, and again, it's not that Ravens game. That's a battle. I mean, that is going to be an unbelievable game. Repeat of that postseason matchup from last year that the Bills won. And then it gets... And again, there's nothing in the NFL that's a given. There is no game. But when you compare that to maybe some of the schedule we saw for the Bears, there's a lot of wins in those first 6 games. So I think if you're Buffalo, you can't make too much of tonight. I think McDermott's message is going to be more about just competitive spirit. It doesn't matter who's in there, Josh Allen or the 100th guy on the roster. We got to go compete when we get an opportunity to play in the NFL. I guarantee you that's going to be McDermott's speech in the locker room after the game and moving forward as they put a bow on the preseason and ultimately get ready for games that eventually will matter.
I was going to say, we did our time. We've done our preseason time. We're ready for the real games.
Next time we do it, it's going to be real.
That sounds good to me. Coming up next on Fox, late local news in the Eastern and Central time zones. And those of you in the Mountain and the Pacific time will see the quiz with balls. September 7th, week 1 of the NFL on Fox. Coverage begins at 11 a.m. Eastern with Fox NFL Kickoff. For Greg Olson, Pam Oliver, and our entire Fox Sports crew, Joe Davis saying so long from Chicago. All Bears in this one, and the hope that they had only grew tonight as they look ahead to the start of the Ben Johnson era.
Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. For NFL news and highlights, go to NFL.com.